On the 8th and 17th of May, the Chinese Student Association offered 2 tours in downtown Santa Cruz, showing places that were once known as Chinatown. A former resident of Chinatown, George Ao, guided the group through a journey in the memory of generations of Chinese immigrants.
I lived in Chinatown, and where we are all standing right now, this Chinatown was here from approximately 1894 until a little bit after the flood of 1955. So if you walk down here, go to the Riverfront Theater, or eat at Mogo, or buy something at Trader Joe's, you won't have any inkling that there was a Chinatown right here. This is the way that it looked.
At the end of the 19th century, the immigration laws were very strict in the US and allowed immigrants to live only in restricted areas. In Santa Cruz, it was near the San Lorenzo River, which was at the time a frequently flooded area.
The thing was that the Chinese labor was needed, but people didn't want them in their backyard.
The Chinese residents finally left Chinatown after the 1955 flood, because a recent change in the immigration laws allowed them to live elsewhere.
So the Chinese, after World War II, like my relatives, could disperse wherever they wanted. They could go live a few blocks down or to another neighborhood, and they did, because who wants to stay in the ghetto that gets flooded every 20 years? So you have to kind of get into a detective or a psychic mode just to kind of feel that there are spirits here of hundreds of Chinese that lived here, that worked here, that died here. All these old guys, they salute you. Just kind of remember. They didn't have the opportunities, but they paved the way for me to have mine, and I would say you to have yours too.
I just want to learn about what Chinatown was like in Santa Cruz, because it seems so odd that Santa Cruz would have a Chinatown. I really would like to learn about that.
For me, I would say it was interesting to learn about the history and all the hard work that people of my ancestry or background came over and overcame and stuff like that here in Santa Cruz.
So next time you're having a stroll along the San Lorenzo River, listen carefully, and you might hear the message that those hungry ghosts are sending from the past to younger generations. From Chinatown, Santa Cruz, this is Luan. Back to you in the studio.